Well, we are currently in University Point where we're going to have a look at a wee unmarked location. This is the University Credit Union. You can unlock the terminal either through Gerald's password or you can, of course, just unlock it. It's a novice lock and not too difficult. Let's head on in. You could, of course, have come through the other entrance, and I recommend that you at least try it because you can get yourself some money and stim packs just across the way there. In fact, if I click away, I could just nip through and show you from this side. It seems that someone was attempting to actually rob the place when the bombs fell, which, you know, kind of makes sense. Well, actually, when I say rob the place, the skeleton could have been one of the settlers of the University Point, and she killed a synth before. Obviously, either the synth killed her, or a few more came in and got her. So, yeah, maybe not a bank robbery. Maybe this actually was a wee bit, well, not as long ago as I thought. Right, let's head on down the stairs into the vault itself. We've got a nice wee kitchen area, another skeleton, and of course a wee Nuka-Cola machine with quite the haul. Okay, so through the security gate, don't need to worry about that terminal. We've got another one that requires Gerald's vault password, which we got from reading the terminal upstairs, or I think you can get it from Sigvig Hall. Either way, once you unlock it, you really do have to go into Sigvig Hall and get the thing from him. Anyway, oh no, you don't. I was just opening and I just didn't pay attention. Alright, so we get in here and then there is a point. Yes, so once you go into Sigvig Hall and you get Campbell's password, it'll unlock this safe, giving us access to a little button which will open the magic door. That door is also, well, the exact same design is used at the four-leaf fish packing plant for their wee drug operation, which we were looking at not too long ago. So, yeah, pretty clean lab we've got going over here. Dr. Campbell's lab, of course. Be sure to pick up all the fusion cells that you can. And, there's actually no more to this. I wonder, there definitely is a weapon here, but I wonder, is it not spawned because I didn't do the quest line properly? Oh, lab terminal. Oh, research logs. Containment problems? What were they working on? Progress in the project has been slow, mostly because of the Dean has been having Professor Campbell tailed to try and figure out where the lab is. Curtis brought up the idea of giving us unrestricted access to the lab, but Professor Campbell said that he needs to make sure things are established and safe first. Thus far, we've had trouble in containing the plasma scattering from the electron beam. I've checked and rechecked the professor's calculations. They seem good, but we can't replicate it. So they're building a laser weapon. Progress has improved. The Curtis and I have gained full access to the lab. My parents think I've gotten a job at the credit union and have been pushing me to going into banking. If they knew Mr. Riviera is actually a sergeant undercover, they would flip. We've been having much better results with containing the plasmons since we decided to try focusing the electron beam to around 200 nanometers. The scattering patterns are showing up with much better grouping on the cathodoluminescence graph? Wow. At this scale, it may not end up being any good for the reactor containment, but we might as well, or at least be able to improve energy consumption for small industrial use or weaponry. I can't believe Professor Campbell used my birthday as the password, or that Curtis had to look it up. What is going on? I don't know what's going on out there. Curtis and I were in early on Saturday. The bombs fell, so we could try and get through the day's experiments to catch a movie when we heard the sirens. Some sort of EMP knocked out the power for a few minutes, and Sergeant Riviera told us to stay in the lab and not leave till he gave us the all clear. But it's been 3 days and we can still hear explosions. Professor Campbell was supposed to be in around noon, but he never showed. Our friends and parents are out there. Curtis says everything will be okay, but I can see in his eyes he's just saying that to keep it together. We've been in here a few weeks now, according to the date in the terminal. An explosion took out the tunnel to the parking garage. Oh, so that tunnel actually connects up to the other unmarked location of the parking garage. There you go. It's quieter, but every few hours we still hear explosions. So it appears that even after the bombs fell, which I find a very interesting point, is that it's not like everyone was dead and, you know, the people that populated the city came from outside. Much of the city survived. It was chaos. The military were trying to get control. A lot of the vertibirds, tanks, APCs, convoys that you see, They may have still been in operation, and just over time, just order breaks down. I'm sure the army turned into factions. Perhaps the gunners really are descendants of the old US military, as are the Enclave, but obviously, two different branches. Let's be clear. We can see here that I've been thinking if we can adjust the angle to the parabolic reflector and focus the electron beam even further, it might give us what we need. Professor Campbell had the lab stocked with plenty of food and water, so we should be here a few more weeks. Time to leave. Small scale seem to be the right direction. We have brought the wavelength down to 75 nanometers and have been getting a pretty impressive capture rate. Both of the prototypes are running at a much higher capacity. We ran out of food a couple of days ago and only have a couple of cans of water left, so no choice but to leave. We've no idea what we might find out there or if anyone's still alive, but we've decided to leave one of the prototypes here in case Professor Campbell made it out, so he'd know we finished it. Maybe it's a futile gesture, but Curtis agreed. He asked me to marry him. If there's anything left out there, I said yes. Ah. Wow, that was quite something. Now, where's this prototype? Do I have to pull a lever or should it just be sitting here? Oh wow, how did that just get there? Yeah, so it turns out if you use console commands, this weapon doesn't spawn for some reason. It's pretty awesome looking though. Like, look at it. Prototype UP77, Limitless Potential. Automatic barrel, full stock, and obviously it's going to be rad, so let's see. Nice. Nice. What a brilliant beast of a weapon. That has been the exploration of the universe. Wonder if the security gate activates it. Nah, still not there. Anyway, yeah, that's been the University Credit Union or Dr. Campbell's lab. Either way, pretty awesome spot. I've really enjoyed looking through this place. Last but not least, we're actually going to go to Seedvig Hall, sort it all out, and then I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.